Hey Void, how you doing? Oh, Nichijou. Oh. It's just one of those animes. It's like if you take Azumanga Daioh and give it LSD. Well, now Nichijou is an anime that slice of life, I guess, for a better lack of a better term, that aired 2011. Slice of life comedy, and I'm gonna not gonna lie, this is a very hard series to describe because it is ridiculous and surreal to the extreme, but in a way that nothing really seems out of place because everything's out of place. It's a very strange series. Okay. Well, I'll try my best here. So, it mostly follows three friends in high school, Mio, Yuko, and Mai, as they will just work their way through high school surrounded by very strange people. The show is, I think the original manga was like a four koma style because it's very broken up. It'll do a very short plot line, very short plot line. Technically, anime runs 26 episodes and one OVA. It, like, the episode, like, it'll say, like, multiple episodes in one episode. So it's like, Nichijou, number 105, is like, the plot lines are, it's, it's hard to call it episodic because nothing really, not much happens really, but it a joke plot line ago, intercut with several other not really related shorts, like Helvetica Standard, for example, which is like a comic within the world. So we'll do a short little comedy sketch before moving back to the main characters. Or Love Like, which will have a short little romance segment. Or Today's Word, which is like this weird philosophical thing. It's the series is chaos. Anyway, in addition to our three main characters, they also seems then the also main, I guess, plot area would focus around the Shinonome lab with Hakase, I believe she's a 6-year-old inventor. Her greatest creation, Nano, which is a high school aged robot who just wants to be normal despite a giant metal wind up key sticking out of her back, and their cat Sakamoto, which they found, and Hakase invented a scarf that lets him talk. So, and that's Donna then wants to be perceived as normal, and eventually starts going to school about halfway through the series, meeting up with the other characters. And so it's has a little bit to do, a little bit of coming of age, a little bit of accepting yourself, mixed in with some really surreal and utterly hilarious moments. You Usually when I refer to Nichijou, I can't really explain it, so I link people a clip of it's just one of the main girls standing out in the hallway, looking out the window and saying little haikus to herself until she notices the principal out there trying to shoo a deer away, which turns into a giant wrestling match between him and the deer, which is so over the top of her just staring there like no one's gonna believe this. And that's kind of how Nichijou is. It's just a bunch of strange and surreal happenings that just come and go throughout their everyday lives, which is what Nichijou translates to my ordinary life. It's weird, but it is hilarious, and most of the more jokes land than not, and it's just how stone faced it'll deliver some of them. I really do like Nichijou. Some of the characters antics can get a little frustrating at times, particularly Hakase is a 6-year-old inventor, so she's a brat. And it gets kind of frustrating how she treats some of the other characters, but it's one of those that is part of the joke, so and it never gets too bad. I don't know what to say about Nichijou. It's one of those things that you just have to see to understand. If you like, if you like slice of life comedies, like Azumanga Daioh is the one I usually related to. it's not quite then as plot driven as weird to call that as my. And then it's a little story driven than like My Bride is a Mermaid, but it is kind of the same level of ridiculousness, but done in a more. It's weirdly a very relaxed, calm series, despite the chaos that it goes through. So it's very light. Yeah, I think that's really as much as I can say. Oh, and the opening themes are chaotic, but catchy as hell. So I'm going to give Nichijou 8 MacGuffins, putting it squarely in the good. It's not. Then. There's only so much a fluff series can get, but this is like the pinnacle of fluff series. So I was actually trying to get a copy of this one for a while, but every time I tried ordering it, the site I usually order from, Right Stuff, just it was being out of stock, and every time I tried, out of stock again. And see it's come in, okay, I'll put it off for a little while, go to order it, it's gone. So finally got myself a copy, and I'm really happy about that. So I do highly recommend Nichijou. Alright, see you guys soon. Almost done with this binge of videos. Then I can probably go watch more things. See you soon.